Goody, goody everyone. This is Dayhawk bringing to you episode 55 of Shaman King 01. So the last time we saw the Yoh Yohs, God, Lyserg, he, how you say it? He dumped morphine, just left his iconic crystal device thingy and just drops it on the ground, and morphine leaves in tears and officially made his choice that he's going to be with the X-Laws. And leading into this episode, Ryu is heartbroken, and as of right now, they're in the same restaurant, only this time there's a lot of activity in the restaurant, because supposedly the Great Spirit has been dormant for a time, and when that means there probably won't be any shaman matches for a while. And and these people who are eating in Silva's restaurant, there's either shamans or just tourists. I'm sure the Patch Village is thriving in customers and all that. And so right now it's a good time to just relax and explore the village and hopefully get some souvenirs until a match comes in. And Manta was trying to be involved and help out in some way, I guess, involving like the shaman fights, whatever it is. And he tried to turn on his computer, but it just suddenly malfunctions. But remember, Mosuke is still trapped in that laptop and has been trying to leave ever since. And he's trapped there, and he's the main reason why his Manta's laptop is no longer works. And so Ryu leaves the restaurant all heartbroken, and Manta just feels powerless. He doesn't know what to do, so he figured, okay, I'll go after Ryu and hopefully I can cheer him up. So he leaves. And meanwhile, back at the hideout, Marco tells everybody what is the gate of Babylon and go over the plan once more. And they figured that the gate is the only way to break Hal's cycle of transmigration. In other words, once Hal gets in there and gets killed, then that means he can't reincarnate anymore. So that's it. It's done. So he cannot return in a few years or after, or maybe jump another 500 years later to the new tournament. So either way, he cannot reincarnate. He cannot come back. And so Lyserg is sitting there, and he still feels guilty for what he did to Morphine. And luckily, the X-Laws are there to cheer him up and tell him, like, no matter how painful it may be, you must walk down that path alone. And, everything you just did, it's for the greater good. So they're trying to cheer him up. And so Marco, I do apologize, Marco was not inside the church. I assume he was, but couldn't be because he was outside, and then he just went inside and tells everybody, like, we need to be ready for the final preparations of the plan. So you get to see this cool scene of all the X-Laws just leaving, and Lyserg again, he's telling himself that everything I did is to defeat Hal, everything is for justice. He's trying to make himself feel better for what he did, but let's be honest, it was horrible. At least the 2021 version, at least he kept Morphine around, but oh my god, it's ugh. And so Lyserg is still talking to himself a little bit, and again, he will do anything to get rid of Hal, even if he had to sacrifice Yoh in order to do it. My god, Lyserg, seriously, someone needs to punch you. Ugh. My god. Yoh took his hand out to you because you were looking for a team to help out for, your quest of revenge. Up to that point, had you had any luck? No. The only thing you did was you tested them out, you beat them up, deeming them unworthy, and then just leave them. You just leave them. And then you found Yoh and the others, and they defeated you, and you are like, oh, you're the ones that can help me, blah, blah, blah. And after Yoh just took a step back and listened to your story, he took you in. And now you're going to sacrifice your friend to this gate just to get rid of your worst enemy? But then again, he got rid of Morphine. So I mean, would I be surprised? But Jesus Christ, I'm telling you, Lyserg at this X-Law Lyserg, he's such an asshole. Oh my god. Ugh. Like I said, his other version is more tolerable. And so Manta finds Ryu, and he tries his best to cheer him up, but it's not working. And gotten to the point where Ryu just snaps at him, and Manta just leaves him. And he's just alone in the woods until luckily Ryu finds him and just say, I do apologize for what I said. I shouldn't have snapped at you. It's just I'm so frustrated with Lyserg, and he just feels crushed at this point, and tells Manta that you do matter. Don't ever feel that you're powerless or anything of a sort. You're part of our team. And with that, Ryu is back to his old self. And as everything was hunky-dory, Manta gets chained up. And guess who kidnaps him? Lyserg. So the plan, in order to get Yoh into the gate, is they need a hostage. And who better than Manta? He's not a shaman, but even if he were a shaman, he wouldn't stood a chance against any member of the X-Laws. He would be defeated and just be taken anyways. And so he takes Manta, and Ryu's like in shock, and and just tells Lyserg. So this is what you get for leaving morphing. And Lyserg's like, this is proof of John has given. It's the proof John-sama has given me that I'm a part of the X-Loss. So again, back to my other episode video that I did. That episode is all about him wanting to get an angel and actually feel that he is a part of the group, because he never felt that he was part of the team. And he felt like, well, if I get an angel, then I'll officially be part of the group. But, it's neither here nor there, and just, my God. Someone needs to punch Lyserg. That's all I'm going to say. And so Ryu tries his best to get Manta back, but he ends up getting beaten. And Lyserg tells Ryu that he needs to go to the plains in the north. And it cuts to Mikihisa at the top of a canyon, just overlooking the gate, because it reminds me of Mira's Morgul and that beam that shoots out from the sky from the tower. It's exactly like it. So he's looking at the gate from afar, and then Manta is chained up, and he's looking at the gate with the angels guarding it. And Manta, I think Lyserg or Marco tells Manta that you're nothing but bait to bring Yoh here, and tells the plan. And so Ryu tells the Yoh Yohs about Manta, and everybody knows that it's a trap, but it's their friend, so we need to go and rescue him. And Hao comes in, and he may not look it, but he's pissed. He let the X-Laws do what they want, but he feels that he crossed the line the moment they brought in Yoh into the picture. Because Hao knows what the X-Laws are planning, and he is pissed. So he's ready to go to the gate as well. All the while, Golva is looking at this and doesn't do a damn thing about it. Silva wants to do something, but he's only one man, and he can't stop everything by himself. And he even asked Golva, like, the Great Spirits is still not doing anything? Are we gonna stand by and watch this happen? And apparently so. God. So Lyserg tells Manta the whole thing about the Gate of Babylon and how it's created. It's a magic circle that will create from the Furyoku, and it's being transferred from not only John but for the rest of the X-Laws. So everybody is transferring Furyoku into the gate. And also further on that they're going to use the gate to kill Hao and Yohs the sacrifice. And then the Yoh Yohs arrive to save the day. And Yoh is like, okay, I'm here. Can you release Manta now? I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. And Yoh asks, like, okay, what is it that I need to do? And Marco's like, only if you swear to become John's servant and cooperate with us. And we all know that was BS. That was BS. And Yoh is like, okay, is that it? If that's what I need to do, all right. And he just drops his weapons down. And the boys were like, what the hell? Really? Are you for real? And he just walks, and Manta is shouting at Yoh. It's like, don't do it. It's a trap. And Yoh is like, don't worry. Relax. I'll be fine. Don't worry. But poor Manta's just yelling at him like, don't do it. He's lying. And he's begging, like, do not go. And to the point where his endless shouting destroys the chains and awaken Mosuke from within the laptop. And Amirimaru was like, wait, is that Mosuke? So Mosuke destroys the cage. Manta falls, and luckily Ryu rescues him in time. And then the fight begins. You have Amirimaru versus two angels, and the Yoh Yohs are in battle mode. And here's the thing. Marco and Lyserg must have been very shocked after what happened with Manta just now. He was shocked. They were shocked, and they're like, "Oh crap! I didn't know this will happen." And now that Manta's back on their side, they're like, "Okay, the plan is okay." So that has been blown up in our faces, but Yoh is here. We can't let this go completely in the gutters. So they're gonna do their best to have him into the circle. However, John tells Marco that, no, let me handle this. And Marco was like, no, you can't. It's all right, Marco, we're this close. It's time for me to intervene now. So she interferes and releases her guardian spirit and locks everybody in this cage. And there been so John made the cage and transport them into the gate, and you assume that everything is going according to plan, but guess who jumps into the party? Hal appears into the gate and captures John. Of course, Marco and Lyserg wants to rescue her, but they can't. So Hal he has the upper hand here at the moment. But John said something that ticked Hal off, and guess what happens? At the very end of the episode, you see the spirit of fire burning John. And everybody was shocked. Lyserg is screaming. And Hal is like, burn, bitch, burn. And that's the end of the episode. At least this particular episode for the 2 or 3-parter, I believe, of the Gate of Babylon. I enjoy this episode because it feels like we're heading towards the finale. It feels like it's getting close. Like the next couple of episodes leading into the finale, it's getting really good. And this episode, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much, and we get to see Mosuke escape out of the laptop, at least for the moment. At least everybody knows where Mosuke was the whole time, because a lot of people assumed that he went to heaven. but it didn't happen that way. And I wonder if Yoh knows that he may be a shaman now in shaman in waiting, because remember, Manta was possessed, and the same way that Ryu happened, and it unlocked Manta's, shaman abilities. So will he become a shaman in the end? I don't know, but it will be interesting, and especially when having Manta and Yoh as shamans and Amidamaru and Mosuke together, it's just excellent. It just shows the symbolism of their friendship, for both of them. For Mosuke, Amidamaru, and Yoh and Manta. Because, Yoh considers Manta to be one of his best friends. If not, the best friend, Perfect, it's perfect. Lyserg is still being dick. Because again, now he knows, like he threw morphine away, and now he's willing to sacrifice Yoh just to get rid of Hao. Come on, what kind of friend is that? Even though the X-Laws may appear to be the bad guys, you get to see that the X-Laws are really like a familyhood, because you see in the scene with trying to cheer up Lyserg that everything you did was right. It's for the greater good. It may be painful, but everything was set right at the very end. They're not bad people. It's just that, they see things black and white. They don't see any redemption to anybody they deem to be evil. Because again, if they claim that the person is not sincere in redeeming, they end up getting killed. So they're not necessarily the bad guys, but it's just their beliefs are off. But it goes to show how the X-Laws, again, they're willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of Hao, because he's dangerous, and I'm sure they encountered him earlier on. He may have killed their families and led them on the quest for revenge. So, do I necessarily blame them? Not really, but again, just their beliefs are a little bit off. Other than that, I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Did you like the episode? Did you hate the episode? What is it? Give a comment. Give a like if you like it. Give a dislike if you don't. And I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Yeah. Or on the other side of the airplane. Ugh. Johnny.